Hello everyone, sorry that I am late. I was in San Francisco for the day doing a thing, but I just got back, and I know Xur doesn't really matter too much, but it's a tradition here, so let's go check out his stuff. I'm just gonna log in here, and... oh, well, of course, Destiny 2 is down, so I guess we're just gonna have to do a little improv here. The weapon of the week is Sweet Business. Sweet Business is a great weapon in general if you can use it in the way I imagine it was meant to be used, and that's for long periods of firing. I don't think it's really meant to be a weapon that's burst fired at all, simply because of the wind-up speed. It takes a little bit to wind up, and that's where its power comes from, is being fully wound up. It is also going to have some ammo problems if you're using it excessively, because it doesn't come with nearly as much ammo as other auto rifles, which kind of sucks. But if you can tame this weapon and use it where you can maximize its uptime by shooting 100 bullets at something, then it's really going to pay off in the damage department. It's fantastic for callus damage, which is great, but it's going to take some finesse in PvP to make it worth it. It's not something to be used everywhere, but it's something that can be very lethal when you learn when it's appropriate to use. Hunters, you are getting Lucky Raspberry, where arc grenades have a chance to instantly refresh on hits, and it chains farther. As I've said in the past, I am a new believer in arc bolt grenades in Destiny 2, specifically for survival trials on most maps. People love bunching up a lot in PvP in general, and that makes this grenade and exotic combination potent if you get a refresh. One refresh in a trials match is almost guaranteed a kill. Plus, you're probably not going to be using raid and flux in PvP, so that gives this a little more incentive to be worn. In PvE, Arcstrider probably has the worst grenades out there, but you'll probably get quite a few amount of refreshes in PvE because there's so many enemies and so many targets, but I think Raid and Flux is way too impactful to wear over something like Lucky Raspberry for content that is actually difficult. Titans, you are getting Syntheseps, where your melee lunged range is increased, and you get bonus melee damage when surrounded. The bonus melee damage is nice, but I've never found it to be very influential at all. These gloves obviously shine in PvP now that everyone's melee lunge range is the same, and you get some surprising distance on your lunge, allowing you to initiate melee fights from farther away, or allowing you to finish off low health enemies who are trying to escape much easier. When you are actually benefiting from the lunge range effect, it is very strong. But since it's a melee-based perk, you need to be utilizing your melee attack a lot in order to get the maximum value out of this exotic. Warlocks, you are getting Skull of Dire Ahamkara, where whenever you kill with Nova Bomb, every kill you get with it charges your next Nova Bomb. The thing that matters with this helm is quantity of targets, not quality. It does not matter if you kill 4 majors, you're not going to get as much energy compared to 7 regular targets. So that's a little bit of a bummer. This is an exotic that only affects your super, but it's one that lets you use your super more often, so that's okay. I would say the biggest issue with it is that whiffing a Nova Bomb or bombing only a couple of targets isn't really generating a ton of energy. You really need to hit a lot of stuff at once to get a lot of value. So unless you're capable of almost all the time getting a lot of targets hit, I don't know exactly how I feel about it. If they buffed the amount of energy you gained per kill a little bit so that you could chain it a little bit more, like I feel you can with Orpheus Rig, since Tether has such a wide radius, then I think this would see a little bit more play, but it's not like it's bad right now or anything like that, but I think it could use just like a tiny buff, but it's not bad. A quick reminder that since reset time is moving 8 hours forward for everyone starting with Curse of Osiris, all Xur videos will now be posted 8 hours later. I will try to make sure that a Xur video goes up no later than 11 a.m. Pacific time. That is going to do it for Xur Week 12. that State of Destiny 2 video, you guys watched the crap out of that, so thank you guys very much for doing that. A lot of activity on that video. I know I said last week that I'd have a proper update video for the channel. That is still on the table, but I've just been busy, so as soon as I get around to it, it will go up. I got some more GTA coming very soon. Give that a chance if you could. Along with another party game, maybe going up on Sunday with the Dream Team. I got to chop it down a lot, so that might be a long one. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all next time.